But today, I would like to just explain today's phrase a day until 6:30 a.m. So today's phrase a day is: the unhappiest person in this world is one who has no sense of gratitude. Yeah, this is a very powerful statement, and also is teaching us how we can work with our sense of happiness in life. So why do some people feel more content, even if they're not necessarily blessed with more materials or more of relative happiness? So when we think about happiness, it's a state of mind. It comes from inside. So it totally is in proportion to how much gratitude we cultivate in our minds and hearts. Yeah. So if there is no gratitude, then there is no happiness. And if we want to help people who might be in that position, so all we have to do is, from our side, first we can express our gratitude to them, um, for being in our lives, for challenging us to be a better human being. We need to learn to find the good things and commend people for it. Usually, we only focus on something that's wrong, and then we suffer, and then we cannot express gratitude. So, expressing gratitude, it has three levels, and it's very proactive. So, if we don't listen to Buddhism, it's very difficult to cultivate it on an ongoing basis. Three levels of gratitude are: first is awareness. That's the first level. The second one is to feel that gratitude. And the third one is to repay it or pay it forward, pay it back. So the first level of gratitude is awareness. Uh, Once we experience true happiness, once our dark mind is dispelled, from that moment on, the sense of gratitude will be overflowing, or it's like bursting. That's the level. After each webinar, we sing the song of grace and virtue of Amida. That's the level of gratitude. We will be willing to go through anything in order to repay our debt of gratitude, and not while suffering, but joyfully. So that's the ultimate level of gratitude. But if we don't have awareness of it, so of course we cannot feel it. So first, awareness. By learning Buddhism, we become aware of things that we need to be grateful for, but we often take them for granted. For example, right now we are breathing, we have oxygen. Hopefully our bodies are in relatively good shape. We take it for granted, but actually every time we get sick, we realize, wow, I had so much blessing and I never realized. Like last time I had a very bad cold. It was before the COVID. I i had difficulty breathing for the first time in my life, and then I realized, wow, all this time I was breathing normally, and I never stopped to express gratitude, or even saying, like, feeling the gratitude for my lungs. They're helping me breathe. That kind of gratitude, paying attention to details. Or if we are in a place right now, we have access to internet, so that's why we're all connected. Maybe we can spend a little time to think about where it comes from. Where does this wi-fi internet comes from? How many people put their heads together, worked so hard, and failed miserably so many times, just like Edison, who invented the light bulb. How many times they failed and they couldn't get it right, until finally it worked, and now we all have access to it, and we all use it, but almost don't think about it. So that's like, kind of stop and think about how much blessing we have, and thinking about the hardships that other people have gone through for us. When I go to the kitchen and I get water, usually we don't think anything, right? We just drink the water. But we can stop, kind of slow down the mind. This is the practice of mindfulness. And think about, where does my drinking water come from? A long time ago, maybe people didn't have access to drinking water. Even now, not everybody might have access to it. Where does the tap water come from? And if you have a little time to do some research, we can have it like a family project together. Let's research and find out where the water comes from. I think in Southern California, where I am, it comes from Northern California. There are reservoirs, and they are sharing their water with us. We don't have rain here, so it's not our own. We are being blessed by the grace and kindness and generosity of people who have access to that water, and then also somehow willingly or whatever, there are water pipes coming down to where I am, and all these water pipes through all these streets. So basically, we learn to see the cause and effect in a more and more deep way. That's how we practice every day. People keep asking me, how do I practice? So we need to deepen our awareness of the law of cause and effect, asking ourselves, where does this effect come from? Good or bad, where does it come from? Then we can see all the countless causes and conditions behind it. And that's what brings the second level of gratitude, which is warms our heart. We feel it. That feeling of how grateful I am, how blessed I am, it's what translates into contentment and happiness. And then the third level, what can I do now to pay it forward, to give back, and share this wonderful feeling with other people. Okay, so good job everyone for dedicating 30 minutes of your time to this practice for our mental health as well as spiritual growth. Today is Monday. We will have Right View Lab 8 p.m. and have a beautiful Monday start of your week. Take care. And I'm very grateful to have you all with us. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kin.